Edwards comes up and makes a huge play.
It's Stu Anima here with my co-host. As always, he's the man. He's the brand, Jay Thomas.
What's going on, Stu? How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. How about you?
I'm good, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. We got a special guest. Football player, University of Cincinnati. From Middletown, Ohio. Swaggy Z. Zach Edwards is in the building.
What's going on, man?
Clap it up. He's in the building. Clap it up. He is here. He is here.
Good to see you, man. Middletown, Ohio product. Shout out to Chris Carter. Middletown High School, class of 2012. So, came to Cincinnati. I know you were a 3-star prospect from rivals, and, you had some offers from, places like Akron, BGSU, Oxford. But, some people overlooked you. So, just coming out of, high school, how was that, when you were overlooked? How did that motivate you to, just really bring out that dog in you on the field?
It really motivated me. Because, I obviously felt like I was better than some of the teams that overlooked me. Seeing some of the players on their team, I felt like I was better than those players. But, I just stayed true to my calling. I trusted the process. God had a bigger plan for me than those other schools that may have overlooked me. Like, I feel like they overlooked me, but, it was God. It was God's plan for me to be at the University of Cincinnati.
Exactly, for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So, for the ones who don't know, Zach played receiver, safety, kick return, punt return in high school. This dude was a specialist. He played with New York Jets receiver Jalen Marshall.
Okay.
Played basketball with Vincent Edwards, Giovanni McKnight. Shout out to them. In 2010, y'all went undefeated, 10-0. Faced Braxton Miller with the Texans in the first-round playoffs. I was at that game. I'll never forget that. I was at that game. That was a classic. Wasn't a turnout what I thought, but it was still a good game. So how was that experience, just going undefeated in high school, coming from Middletown, small town, putting on for the city, and then playing with, Jalen, going against Braxton in the playoffs, like that environment? Like, how was that when you look back at it now?
It was actually life-changing for me because, I can't remember the last time Middletown went undefeated, and to be a part of that team, it was a blessing for me. And, playing like against Braxton Miller, that was also a blessing. It's not too many times in high school where you play against players like that because they're so rare. So playing against him, it was a great opportunity for me.
So some of your high school stats, I looked up your GMC.com. You had 40 receptions your junior year, 7 touchdowns, returned a punt for 77 yards as a touchdown. Senior year, you had 1 sack, forced fumble, 2 interceptions, a touchdown for INT as a senior. So transitioning into college, UC, you had a great career. I watched you come in, I think your freshman year, you played right away. So all 4 years, you got a chance to play overtime, 381 total tackles, 1 sack, 15 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 26 pass deflections, 8 interceptions. And you played over 4 seasons at UC and was a conference honorable mention last year, 2015. So, how is that for you, like leaving a legacy when you look back at it? And it's like, people overlooked you. You were misunderstood. You had a chip on your shoulder. But it's like, dang, like, you did it. Like, you really went out there and gave it your all on the field. So,
yeah, to an extent, I feel accomplished, but I feel like I got so much more to do, you know what I'm saying? And to leave a legacy here, because Cincinnati is known as a defensive school, and to leave a legacy here at Cincinnati on the defensive side, that's big for me. And it's a testament to how hard I work, but more importantly to how hard the people around me worked. Because, if it wasn't for the people around me, then I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Exactly. And
having that environment, having the right people around you, that's so important, man. Something that comes up a lot too, and it's crazy because it's like, who you're around, the people around, is going to mold you into who you are. And
with Jalen, him being in the NFL, but I watched him in high school, and he's a hard worker. So playing under Coach Krause, playing with Jalen and Giovanni and all of them, how do they really push you to get better? On the field, off the field, like, you guys as Brotherhood coming from Middletown, how did you guys really push each other?
We just held each other accountable in everything that we did, no matter if it was on the field or off the field. And I just think that was the biggest thing. Even our coaches, they weren't even like coaches, like father figures to us growing up in high school. And they just pushed us. We couldn't take days off. Like, there were no days off. And I feel like that's molded me into who I am right now, because now I see everything as 100%, no matter what I'm doing. Got to give it to my 100%.
Because you never know when's your last game. So, Speaking of the games, when was this? 2014-15. Y'all played at Ohio State. I was at that game. I was in Ohio State student section, and I had a UC shirt on, so that didn't go well. But y'all had it. It was an intense game. You know, they pulled away at the end. But how was that? You know, playing against Jalen in college. I know y'all was talking back and forth, probably, and talking stuff, but y'all played in front of 100,000 fans. You know, not a lot of people get a chance to play, you know, just at Ohio State or just in college in general. So how was that, like, just playing in the atmosphere in your home state in front of people that you love that was there to support you?
I mean, it was surreal for me. I mean, like I said, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity on that stage right there, and then to play against your brother. That's even better. I mean, there's a lot of jokes, a lot of trash talking between me and him, but it was all brotherly love. I mean, because we still keep in contact to this day, and we still talk about that game to this day. Because I mean, a lot of people feel like we should have won it. We should have, if you ask me, but it just didn't. It didn't go that way. But like I said, man, it was surreal, and it was like one of the biggest parts of my life or my college career.
That's what's up. You got a chance to play against Ezekiel Elliott. Like that's a big deal. And you know, with Jalen being at the next level, has that really motivated you? Like when it's somebody that you personally know, played with, and it's like, wow, if he did it, you know, I can do it. So how has that motivated you too, to see like one of your brothers make it to the next level?
Oh, that just gives you like a lot more motivation than what you had. I mean, for me, seeing him do it, and he left early. So I mean, seeing him leave early and live out his dream, I mean, that's even more motivating because, I mean, we got the same dream, in essence. So, I mean, that's been very motivating to me. And, I mean, I know he's younger than me, but to see somebody like that do what he's doing right now is very motivating.
You got anything, Stu?
Yeah, so what, like, you know, being a Division I athlete, man, it's like every kid's dream, you know, to go D1 in whatever sport they play, tennis, soccer, basketball, whatever. So what kind of work ethic did you have to put in to even get to this point right here, you know?
For me, I know the commitment to it was 110%. I mean, my dreams, my goals, I put that before anything else. So in order to do what I did, it was times where I wasn't hanging out with certain friends, wasn't doing certain things, just because football came first for me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I knew in order for me to be successful in football, it has to be my main goal, my main objective. So I just put it first, and I was committed to it.
You got to be committed. You know, when you
got to make sacrifices.
When you say you do something, you got to go out there and do it. And, you know, nobody's going to take you seriously. So you got to be a man of your word, just have that integrity, you know, on and off the field. So, you know, to the overlooked athletes, you know, from Middletown or anybody out there, and they may feel like how you felt, what would be some advice for them?
I mean, like I said, you got to stay committed. And you, like Stu said, you got to sacrifice. I mean, you got to be willing to sacrifice certain things and certain people in order to be happy and do what you love to do. Because, I mean, with me growing up, I lost plenty of friends. I lost plenty of opportunities to do other things. But still, football was my main goal. So if you put your mind to it and you trust the process, you believe in God, and you pray on it, it's going to work out. But you got to put the work to it.
I always say that because, you know, faith without, you know, works is dead. You know, it's good to pray and everything, but you got to get up and go after what you prayed for.
Right.
You know, so I just hope everybody understands that concept. But you got the main part now. I mean, the faith is critical. So, you know, you got a chance to play in some, you know, great places, but I'm still jealous about this one. Y'all went to Hawaii. So, you know, y'all didn't take me with y'all. I'm sorry. How was that, you know, the experience, you know, despite the bowl game outcome, but getting a chance to go to Hawaii, once in a lifetime opportunity, you know, getting a chance to play there?
Man, I mean, coming from Middletown, you don't expect to go to Hawaii. So when we got that opportunity, man, I was in awe because I'm like, man, we on this beach. And I'm like, man, I ain't seen the stuff that I'm seeing there. I'm like, what they doing here? It was a blessing, though, man, because I mean, I ain't too sentimental, but we out there on the beach. We seeing the sun come up, the sun set. Every morning we ate on the beach. So, I mean, it was a wonderful opportunity for us. I mean, like you said, the bowl game ain't turn out, but, like, as far as the experience before that, man, it was surreal, man.
You're never going to forget that.
Never.
You're never going to forget that. So that's the beautiful thing about sports, man. It gives you an opportunity to go so many places, and you get out what you put in, and it's a vehicle, you know, to use wherever you want to go with it.
The experiences and all that, man, stuff you never forget. You know, you build a brotherhood that, you know, just lasts a lifetime, man.
Exactly. And speaking of the brotherhood, you know, coming into UC, who were the people that, like, really mentored you, like, when you first came, who put you, like, under their wings, that, like, you know, helped you just grow to where you're at today?
I would have to say Aaron Chenault from Fairfield, Adrian Woody. Yeah. Shout out to the GMC. But Aaron Chenault, Devin Drain, and Adrian Woody, man, they believed in me more than I believed in myself when I first got here, to be completely honest. 'Cause, I mean, Woody was starting at safety, but he's sitting here telling me I got to take his spot. He said, I believe you can take my spot, so you better take my spot. And I think it was like the third game into it. Coach called me and Woody in the office, said he moving Woody to nickel, moving me to safety. And as soon as he said that, Woody looked at me like, bro, I told you. And I feel like it was him that motivated me most because he believed in me a lot more than a lot of people did.
And I know he had a devastating injury, but he was one of those people I just was rooting for because, you know, he just had good character. Got a chance to, you know, just meet him before. So, good man. So
yeah, it takes character to want somebody to succeed, even if it costs you.
Right.
That takes a lot of, you know, character and, you know, just unselfishness,
right,
which is, you know, rare. It's real rare. So
definitely rare.
That's crazy.
Game.
And then you see for 4 years, like, what was the most like challenging thing for you? You know, I know you play receiver, so was it hard for you adjusting to safety full time? Like, what was the hardest thing that when you had to get to college to adjust to?
I mean, for me, when I first got here, I had a bad attitude, man, and that was just me feeling like nobody believed in me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, everybody against me, these coaches ain't recruiting me, they don't want me here. So I had a bad attitude. So the hardest thing for me was trying to adjust. I mean, but it's helped me out so much, being able to adjust and adapt, because this last year didn't go the way that we planned it. And if I would have been the same person I was freshman year, I'd have probably been kicked off the team. And so I feel like adapting was the best thing that happened to me, and it helped me grow as a player and a person, honestly.
Because a true champion always adjusts to the situation.
Right.
You know, when things don't go your way, you got to adjust to it, and you just got to rise up to the occasion.
Right.
And if you don't, you know, you're going to lose.
Right, because change is inevitable. You know, a lot of entrepreneurs say that, like, man, you better adjust or you're just going to miss out.
Yeah.
You're just going to miss out.
The ball will be left behind.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, if you're blessed to play at the next level, be picked up by an NFL team, like, who would be that dream team? Hopefully you don't say the Bengals, but who would be that dream team?
Hater.
Nah, for me, any team. I mean, as long as I get there, it'd be any team, honestly. But I mean, my favorite team is the Eagles. So I mean, I would love to play for the Eagles.
Fly,
man.
Eagles fly.
Fly, Eagles fly.
Brian Dawkins fan?
Yeah, huge Brian Dawkins. That's why I became a fan of the Eagles.
Really? Oh,
really?
Brian Dawkins, yeah.
You gonna rock the visor?
I don't know, man. It's baby steps. I get there first.
Because he had the dark, he was Darth Vader.
Yeah,
he was intimidating.
Yeah.
But you know, he's retired now, right?
Yeah.
So if there was a player that was in the league that you could play with, who would it be? Like, I know he was a Kobe fan, so of course basketball would be Kobe. So
yeah,
I know for me, since we're on the topic of the Eagles, it'd be Malcolm Jenkins. I mean, he's a great player, and he goes 100% every play. But also Earl Thomas, when he was in college, he was my favorite player to watch, even though at that time I was on offense in high school. But Earl Thomas was still my favorite player, so I would say probably Earl Thomas.
Okay. That's what's up. And it's December, and you know, December, spring, a lot of college grads get the degree, but you walk the stage, you got your bachelor's in health education.
Yeah.
So,
hey, clap it up for that, man. Clap it up. Amazing.
Played 4 years at UC, full ride scholarship, walked out with a degree. So, I mean, it's a win-win.
Right.
So, you know, I'm proud of you for that. So,
Appreciate it.
You know, football didn't work out. What would you use for that degree?
I'd probably go back to school and go to study psychology, try to go back to be a counselor, a psychiatrist, you know, just help out any way that I can. 'Cause I mean, and when I first got into that field, I wanted to do like drug counseling, because I mean, coming from Middletown, there's a lot of drug problems there. So just helping the community any way that I can. That's what I plan to do with it.
Just to give back.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about. So, you know, preparing for that next level. I know you got pro day at UC that'll be around springtime, but now, you know, the season never stops, or the grind never stops. That's just now that the regular season may be over. I know you're going to be training. So where do you plan on training at next, just to get to that next level?
Me and a couple of other teammates, we're going out to Ignition, Mason, with Cliff Marshall, you know. And the reason why I decided to go there is because his faith in the Lord and his belief in God is just tremendous. I mean, that's all he preaches. When we was there, like, it was never oh, he trying to sell you on coming here. I got the best facilities. Nah, he was talking about everything being faith-based. And I'm a firm believer in that, just the way that I grew up, and the way my mom raised me. I'm a firm believer in faith and the man upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you and your mom, you got a pretty close bond. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a mama's boy, so.
Yeah. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby, so yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I can't even get mad at it. So, for the fun facts. Swaggy Z, man.
Swaggy Z.
Tell us, like, where did that come from? I think I know. I'm not sure, but tell me the origin behind it.
I mean, I don't know.
Who gave it to you?
It was like a mixture of my friends, though, because like they seen Swaggy P's, like how his approach was as far as style, and I just started doing like different things. Like I was trying to be different than everybody else, and that's kind of where that came into play. Because I tried to do different things, like with my style and the way I dress and stuff.
Okay,
yeah,
Swaggy Z. So you might want to get that trademark, but I mean everybody knows about that, and you got your slogans, man. Secure the bag, and Operation 53. So tell us about Secure the Bag. The meaning of that. Operation 53, what's behind that, and the motive.
Secure the Bag, that came from our DB group. I mean, all of us felt like we were underrated even coming into the year. I mean, even after this season, we still feel that way. Because, I mean, I don't think not one DB made all conference this year, any first team, second team, or honorable mention. And to be the team in our league to lead in interceptions, I mean, we felt like we had a chip on our shoulder. So I know coming into this season, Secure the Bag was our just whole mentality is that no matter what it is, we got to have it. We got to have it for the next level. Because if anybody that's like me or Mike, we make it to the league, that open the door for somebody else coming next year. You know what I mean? Right. So we was just trying to secure the bag for everybody else, for the group. That's just our whole group mentality. Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. So, I mean, I always like to ask everybody this. I think it's real interesting because hard work, man, a lot of times people quit because it gets too hard. They quit because it's like, oh, man, it's harder than what I thought. So what keeps you from quitting? What's your why? What gets you up in the morning like, you know what, I'm going to do it again. I'm doing it again. I'm going back at it.
I would say what gets me up is so many people helped me out growing up, as far as my grandparents, my parents, and family, friends, and their parents. And I just don't want to let them down. So, I mean, they worked hard for me to be where I'm at right now. So why not work hard to give back to them? I mean, my main goal, my main purpose is family. Like, regardless of if they related to me or not. But everybody, like, around me to help me grow up, that's family to me. So my main motivation is family.
That's all about. And back to Operation 53. You missed that one.
Oh, yeah, we didn't hit that one yet.
I don't know. When we went to Ignition, Cliff was telling us, like, their slogan, one of their main preaching points is Operation 53. That's operation to making that 53-man roster in the NFL, and that's big. Because, I mean, you want to make that 53-man roster.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a big deal. Another fun fact. Zach knows what I'm about to say. Basketball season is in full effect. So Stu was a hooper, Zach was a hooper, I was a hooper. But, we came across each other in high school at Cintas in 2012. And the winner was supposed to play Pickerton Central in the Final Four. And we pulled off the upset. We pulled it off.
Oh, y'all won?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. They were the more talented team, more athletic. Man. But, we just had a system, and we were disciplined, and we pulled out the win. And I know Giovanni's not going to be happy about this. He almost hit a half-court shot, though. They almost had us. So they had a good team, man. So that's just a fun fact to let y'all know.
It still hurt.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. It's like,
it still hurt.
I know how it feels, man.
It's all good, man. But, people who like to win, they hate to lose. Right. We're all competitive, and that's in everything in our life. But you got anything else, too?
Just thinking about, because I coach basketball 7th grade, and, fear a lot of times can keep anybody at any level from doing their best. Even when you on the field, I don't want to miss the shot, so I ain't going to take it.
Right.
I don't want to get scored on, so I'm not going to gamble for that get that pass or get that steal. Right. So how does somebody, get past fear? To even excel. Because some people, Jay was talking about the last episode where, he would put the shots in the gym and do all the hard work, but when it came to the game, somebody would pass him the ball, he's like, I'm going to pass it again. Knowing that you can make the shots, it's like, but I'm afraid to miss. So how does somebody even get past that?
I know for me, it was brought up to my attention, and during the year, it's like, are you afraid to get hurt? I'm like, nah. I mean, I'd rather not. But like, when you do something you love, there is no fear. I mean, it's good fear. Like I said last episode, Mike talking about fear of failure. Yeah, you don't want to fail. I mean, that's the good fear.
Right.
But like when you love something so much and you're passionate about it, you like no fear. I know for me, I go out there every game not thinking about nothing that can go wrong.
Right.
So I mean, for example, UConn game, it was right before half. We was up, I think, 10-0, and we were in cover 2. And I took a gamble on the ball. He caught it. Scored right before half.
Right.
I wasn't upset. I mean, I was upset with myself at that time, but like, I wasn't afraid to try to make that play.
Right.
'Cause, I mean, it's just something I love doing. And I mean, it's good and bad that come with that.
That's the thing, man. Everybody want to make a shot. Nobody want to miss. You know what I mean? So now it's like you got to choose. Yeah. What you going to do? You going to not shoot it or you going to shoot it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the difference a lot of times between, you know, somebody that gets noticed, somebody that gets the opportunity, and somebody who don't.
Got anything else, bro?
No, you got it.
All right. So it's been great, you know, having you on the show.
Appreciate you, man.
y'all, man.
Best
Appreciate
wishes
y'all.
to you, but I always end it.
You know, I got one more. My bad.
Go ahead.
Oh, man, I almost forgot to do this one. You got to end every episode with this. But, so when it's all said and done, you know, it's all over. I mean, that's all over. But, you know, your career, and then it's all said and done. What do you want people to say? Zach Edwards was.
So I was passionate about everything I did. I mean, because you ask anybody that's been around me since I was young, I gave everything I had into whatever I was doing. So I mean, I feel like I would rather people say that I'm passionate about whatever it was that I was doing.
Man.
Awesome, man.
Amazing.
You ready?
Yeah.
Got a good one for you. So, you know, how we were talking about.
One more. I got one more. Stuff that's coming to my mind out of nowhere. So, because I remember you talking about, you know, how your faith, man, but how has your faith strengthened you, you know, to the point where it keeps you going? How has it played a role in what you in your life in general, you know?
For me, I mean, I give an example from the season. Like we went 4-8. I just always felt like no matter what was happening, good or bad, there was a purpose for it. Like it was all in God's plans. God had already written that out. So I mean, it just kept me going forward instead of going back, because I'm like, okay, it was part of this plan. Boom, next one, move on.
Right.
Don't trip up. Move on.
And then I remember somebody telling me, they asked a question to everybody. They said, "When do you think it's the hardest to trust God?" And one of the things they said was, when it doesn't go your way, when the stuff is not going your way, when you don't know where He's taking you, you know. And a lot of times it's hard for us to trust God because we're like, well, that didn't go my way. I thought it was going to go this way. Like, dang, God, what's going on? But when you trust Him 100%, it's like, no matter what happens, you're like, I know He's here. Right. I know He's with me, so I'm good, no matter where I go. So, yeah, that's cool, man. I'm done, Jay. I'm done.
But good to see you, man. Good to have you.
Appreciate you.
And I'm gonna end it with this.
Okay.
So commitment is doing the thing you said you would do long after the mood you set it in has left you. Stay committed.
Man, see, you can't just let it like that's because what came to my mind is emotions and how most people are led by their emotions, you know. So when you feel, a lot of people, New Year's resolution, that's why they never work, because you make them out of emotions, you know. And so I'm gonna get stronger. I want to lift weights and get bigger. That's how I was. I was doing it out of emotion. 2 months later, I'm like, oh man, I'm still the same size, you know. Or starting a business, or I want to start a business. I want to be an entrepreneur, but it gets hard. So now when the emotion is gone, but the hard work is still there, it's like, ooh, I don't know if I still want to do this,
right.
You know. Oh, you got to put in the shots in the gym. Oh, I'm about to get better. I just watched the NBA game, watched the finals, and now I'm pumped up. Now I'm going to get in the gym, and now it's 2 months later, and it's like, ooh, I kind of want to go out with my friends instead. I kind of want to do this. And so, you know, emotions a lot of times what keep people from succeeding, because they're led by their emotions, you know. So that's all I wanted to say, man, you know. So don't be led by your emotions, you know. Keep working hard. And we are here with Zach Edwards, Swaggy Z. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.